Okay, thanks, Paula. All right, we're going to talk tonight about Paul McCartney's 1986 solo album, Press to Play.
Well,
because that and sports, of course. Those are the two topics. For
Wait a minute. Can I ask a few questions? What was that?
Can you ask a few questions? Sure, go ahead. Before we talk about Press to Play and the Yankees, first place by 6 games.
What happened to who changed the name? Why did it change?
I changed the name because the guy whose name was on the show, his name was Ken Vaughan. It was called Ken Vaughan's Freak Show.
Right.
First of all, Ken Vaughan's not a freak. He's a wonderful, wonderful gentleman. So that seemed wrong. And secondly, who's Ken Vaughan?
I know that.
You know, I was thinking, who's Ken Vaughan? He never comes here anyways anymore. And it's really the Greg Sterlace Show.
Yes, it is.
Everyone thinks of it as the Greg Sterlace Show.
That's right.
So I changed it back to the Greg Sterlace Show. It's not stupid Saraki Sterlace. It's not stupid Ken Vaughan Freak Show. It's the Greg Sterlace Show, right?
When's Tim Saraki coming on?
Tim Saraki said he can't come on anymore because of your attitude, Tom. He doesn't like it.
Wow.
Mine? Tom Windsor?
No, your
me?
attitude. Your attitude.
Which Tom? You got to
Tom, the one that's on screen right now.
The one with the blue shirt?
Yeah, the one with the blue shirt. That's you. You're on screen right now. See, I'm putting my hand near your face.
I know him.
Oh, my God. How dumb. You know yourself. That's so funny. That's so witty. Anyways, Press to Play, 1986. I think, Tony, you got a lot of comments on the 1986 Paul McCartney solo album, Press to Play, correct? Okay.
And Ken, you listen to 97 Rocks, the Beatle block every day at work.
Yeah.
You don't even want to get me started. I've had it up to here with the Beatles.
Tony, you can talk normally. You don't have to fake it for a video.
I'm not faking.
Yeah, you are. You just went back to saying I'm not faking. Well, then you just talk normal, man. You don't have to put on a little Chuck Furoy show for us. Come on, just be regular. Relax, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, Tom, Press to Play. What do you think of that album?
I think it was a really original that he threw in Oklahoma in the middle of the chorus.
And wasn't
Oklahoma, it was never like this.
And wasn't it great, the photo of him? You keep staring at yourself on the monitor. You can't take your eyes off yourself, Tom. What's wrong with you? You never saw yourself on
Tom's doing a great job on that soundboard.
It's not a soundboard, it's the video board. It's not the soundboard, you stupid fucking...
Boy, this guy gets along with everyone.
So how about them Bills? Do you think they're going to go all the way this year?
I
wanted to talk about sports. Let's talk about sports.
I spent 9 months being inspired by you.
This is the year the Bills are going all the way.
9 months being inspired by you. And what did you do? You say, I don't want to talk about it.
Inspired by who?
You! You hear what I just said? You
spent 9 months writing about the Beatles.
But I was inspired by you. Tom Waters, super genius, to write about the Beatles.
That guy.
Yeah, the guy that it's you. What do you mean that guy? Oh, my God, fuck.
What's your take on this, Rich?
It doesn't matter. Rich is not on audio right now. Here, okay, he's on audio now. Okay, Jesus Christ.
Don't talk about Rich in the third person.
I didn't talk about the third person. Third person was being to say if Greg's not on audio, you stupid fuck.
Rich, do you think the Bills are going to go all the way this year?
We've missed your commentary.
Yeah.
Do I think they will or do I hope they will? Do I think they will? No. Do I hope they will? Yes.
Rex Reed is a hell of a management organization.
Who cares if the fucking local team wins? You told me if they moved, you wouldn't even give a shit. You told me that many times. If they moved, I wouldn't care. I just move on with my life. So why do you care if they go all the way and win then?
Because it's going to have an impact on the consciousness of the people around here.
Oh, the happy? You want the happy factor?
I doubt it.
I want the enthusiasm.
You want the enthusiasm of Jim Prey in your living room going like this?
Won't happen.
Yeah.
What?
No, it's not going to happen, Ken. Almost certainly, I know. It doesn't mean they're losers.
Sure it does.
Just because you are not a real man, Ken. You don't have to put down real men's focus, which is balls being kicked or thrown around a field by strangers.
Why do you put up with this?
Yeah. Put up with what?
This abuse.
I've given and given and given to this guy for 41 years. Is that true, Ken?
Yeah, sure.
I put you in my movie, The Catcher in the Rye. Do you have any acting ability whatsoever?
Nope, none.
And I put you in 2 scenes, didn't I?
You're the greatest.
And didn't I put you in the last movie like 6 scenes?
Yes, sir.
And you have no acting ability whatsoever, right? So is that the kind of thing where I'm being a jerk to him? Jerk to you? Am I being a jerk by including you in movies when you have no acting ability?
No.
When there's tons of local actors I can get.
Absolutely.
Are there a lot of local actors I can get?
Yep.
Do I have all these local actors doing a movie for free?
Mr. Lambert?
Yeah, he's in the movie. He's in the movie though.
Show me on the doll where he touched
you. Should mention how good.
Show me on the doll where Greg touched you.
What?
You're like a battered spouse, Ken.
It's not.
Why do you put up with this abuse?
Tom, he's not like a
He's a friend. Friends do
Is he
that.
really a friend?
He's not.
Yeah.
I'm a super friend. I just told you why. If the guy has no acting ability, Tom Waters, and I let him be in a movie when I have other actors who have acting ability around him, isn't that a nice gesture of friendship? Come on, he wanted to do it. He has no acting ability.
How does this relate to the breakout album? Press to Play.
Well, the thing is, I'll tell you how it relates. Because in 1986, when Press to Play came out on Capitol Records with a beautiful picture of Lynn and Paul on the cover, as Tom stares at himself, I thought
Is
to
the
myself,
mustache okay? Does it come through on the?
you can't even grow a mustache. It's like a piece of
This
piece
is
of
the
lint.
prequel. This is
It's a piece
episode
of
1 of the
lint.
mustache.
It's like a piece of lint. You have
piece of lint.
you have
Give him that
no
at least.
ability to grow a mustache.
The guy
Tom.
with the tie-dyes talking to me about style?
I'm not talking about style. I didn't mention style at all. I said you can't grow a mustache. It looks like a piece of lint on your chin. I mean, on top. Now here's your chin. Over top of your lips. It looks like underneath your nose. It looks like a piece of lint. That's nothing to do with style. You just can't grow a mustache. Why don't
You
face
don't
that?
always have to be mean and hurtful.
I'm not being mean.
all I'm trying to
Mr. Narcissist. Look at himself. He's staring at himself.
I'm admiring Tom Windsor's work.
Bullshit. You're staring at yourself.
You're doing some fancy footwork with
What,
the
by
control board.
touching
Can
the
you do some fading
ABCD
and flipping
buttons?
around on
So
the
you
thing?
want to
You've
talk
done that
about
before.
You want to talk about some sports, but not the Bills, and
No,
some
no.
Beatles
I never said the
books,
Beatles.
but not
You said press to play.
McCartney?
That's Paul McCartney.
and Peg
it
Leg
is.
Pete.
Christ, all right.
I just want to play Frank Booth in the Broadway musical version of Blue Velvet.
Well, Tony, do you ever have any thoughts that are not about killing and being violent?
Well, the occasionally maiming.
Oh, okay,
or
maybe that's
freaking
violence.
Somebody's
Though.
mind out. You know.
Well, that's violent. That's not a violent.
Like
I like
Chris
the
Angel?
mind. I like the mind thing. That's good. You're
And
tone
I-
it down a little bit, buddy. Be regular. Come on.
And I
what about
can't-
what about peace and love, Tony?
Peace and love.
Yeah. What about subscribing to peace and love?
What the fuck?
What about Tony's mustache? You
Let's
got
see
nothing
Tony's
against that?
mustache.
Oh, now we're going to rip out Tony's mustache.
No, I can't because you're Mr. Violence. I can't criticize it. It looks beautiful. It looks
Are you
good.
a
I love it. Back to Tom.
Are you a mustache shamer?
I love mustaches of all kinds. You just don't have one, Tom. You have a little piece
Yeah,
of
that's
lint
because
there
you
on
don't
your-
like wax bowl
You know what
heads either.
mustaches are for?
I keep.
I offer you,
mustaches
yeah.
are for?
I offer you a free ride after the
muff
show,
diving.
Greg, and you turn it down.
Yes.
I
Flavor saver.
Muff diving. Thank
The
you.
flavor saver.
That's it, man.
Muff
Nice.
diving.
It is short.
Is that true, Paula? Give her the headset. Where's the headset?
The
Is that
flavor
true?
saver.
Is it muff diving that mustaches are made for?
It's the flavor saver.
You can't even say yes. So, yeah, it's obvious yes. I can
it's
think of several boyfriends from your past.
It's not.
I'm listing them in my mind. I can name names right now.
Really?
Yes, I can.
Go
She
ahead.
knows I can name those names.
Alphabetically?
Nothing, their
Alphabetically or
mustaches
I get
and
you're not gonna,
beards had nothing to do with me. It
no
was their
nothing to do
own
with muff
personal-
diving.
personal
No.
style.
No, personal
It was their
style.
own
You're right.
personal
Tom was
style.
all about personal style mustaches. It had nothing to do with
Was
Ken's
there
distorted
a
mind.
60s glossary that came with that shirt that you're using? I haven't heard muff diving in 3 decades.
Well, he said.
Muff diving?
I figured Ken's an
No, I think
old-fashioned
he's got
gentleman,
very,
you
very serious
know.
armpit stains on that.
If I'd
stuff.
said 69, that would also have been 60s oriented, though. Think about it that way.
Is Tim
It's
Saraki
69
behind one of these curtains?
No, he said he doesn't like it. He doesn't. He used to be. He used to be Zoltar. He's Zoltar behind the curtains because I'm afraid to be in front of the people. Oh, no, I can be in front of the people.
What's it, boy?
Stare at my phone. I'm going to look at my phone while the guest is here. I'm going to call, say, okay, my guest Tim over here, Tim Waters. What's going on with you, Tim? I got a phone call from Dave Staba here. Got to answer it. Hold on.
Dave who?
Dave Staba. Tim, go ahead. Tim Waters over there. What's your new book?
Your
about?
hair's kind of sticking up in the back there.
That's normal.
Look
That's
at you.
okay, though.
You're a narcissist.
Like a
You're a
circa
narcissist. You're a narcissist.
I know, man. That
1950
wig
Paul
kinda makes you
McCartney.
look like one
You're a
of the Beatles.
narcissist. Tony, I didn't say anything to you yet. I didn't ask you a question. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
I had to crop some of the top here for my merkin.
Yeah, you look real good.
Birkin.
Is that big in the gay community now, Tom? With the little
don't know.
the little Twizzler stick out in front of your
I'm going.
Come on, man. Just shave your head. Just admit the truth. Tom, you're 40 this year. It's all over now, baby blue. Just
How do you
shave your
know?
head.
How do
Because
you
you were
know?
born in 75. How do I know? It's 2015. How do I know? What the fuck? They're 39 right now. That makes you 40 in October. What do you mean, how do I know?
I think you're
shave your
secretly
head.
in love with me.
I'm
I
not
think that's
secretly in love with you. I am in love with you. I dedicated the book to you, didn't I?
What book?
My book, The Beatles, having read the book. I was inspired
So
by
what's
you.
the name of
wasn't
the
I?
book, though?
The Beatles,
You
having read the book.
What is it?
It's called Having Read the Book.
What book?
Having read the book.
Which
Is
book?
it
The book. Having read
Some
the book.
of the books.
is it bound yet? Is it put together?
It's bound. It's coming in the mail. I'm going to be at your house this week, and you want to give me $25 for it, Ken?
It's bound
I'm
to
charging
show up
$25
Hardcover,
for it.
soft
$350
get it.
soft cover.
soft cover.
350 pages. I want $25 from you this week. I'll be at your house. $25. Tom, you're buying one for $25, right?
I don't have any money.
No, I mean in the future. We don't have it with us right now, you idiot. We already talked about that. 25.
yeah.
You
Yep.
don't have any money. You sell pools for a living.
What pool?
You sell Gary's pools. Gary Pools
Really?
and spas. Come on.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, he sells pools. He sells pools in the
Would
winter.
you even buy a pool from me?
No, I wouldn't buy anything from you.
I don't know anything about
Actually, I
selling
bought
pools.
2 books from you for $15 each. That was a ripoff. That was $30.
Wow.
I got 2 books from you for $30. That's a lot of money, man. Pride and Prejudice and I can't
All about detonators.
All About Detonators. That's a good one. Yeah.
Do you recommend those books you read?
Yes, I recommend all Tom Waters books. In fact, in my book, I say everyone should read all Tom Waters' 10 books before they die.
12.
But I said 10.
Okay,
We'll change it.
10's
We'll
good.
change it for the second.
If you buy 10 of my books, I'll be pretty happy.
I mean, come on. I say your books are all great. They're worth reading before you die. Go to his website, I say. Go to his little website, the little Tom Waters website. I say it on the first page of the book. Go to
The
Tom
little
Waters'
Tom Waters website.
little Picayune website.
What's that website again?
It's called It's really a bad website. It's like Tom Waters Ocean View Reality Development.com.org. It's like
Jesus.
.gov. Don't forget the .gov. Or people won't be able
Tom
to find
Waters
it.
books, picturesque views of the oceans within the reality of the dimensions.
That's why he wore the orange shirt. He's turning orange.
.com and
I really
It's
worry
so-
about his
no one
blood
can re-
pressure.
No one can. There's
like
no
a Mike and
reason-
Ike.
It doesn't matter, man. Because
Are you going to make it to 70, Greg?
No, I hope not.
It's right around the corner, buddy.
It's not right around the
you.
corner. It's 20 years,
Hey,
man. I'm 50.
I got a question.
Oh, big deal. You're 10 years younger than me. What do you want, a medal?
can Ken talk?
Are
Is
you an
Ken allowed to
alcoholic?
talk?
You've been an alcoholic who's been hitting the bottle for 40 years. I didn't drink any booze.
Just
we should be worried about
harsh.
your
Just
health.
harsh.
Oh, it's okay to say I'm 70's right around the corner. I'm about to die. I'm worried about your blood pressure. That's not harsh. That was a pleasant comment. Greg, I'm really worried about your blood pressure. 70's right around the corner. You're going to die soon. Let's get new.
Why
That's a
you
pleasant
gotta-
comment for me, Tom.
Why you got to come at me with this hurtfulness?
Because you treat me like dirt. I come here saying I'm honored by you. I'm influenced by you.
I only wanna help you.
Influenced and and idolizing you.
I
and all
only
this,
want to help you.
But you're not helping me. You say bullshit like, "Oh, you're gonna charge $20 for your fucking book."
25.
No, well that's now
Oh.
we moved it up to 25 because he told me, he said don't do it for 20. That's too high. So I moved it up to 25. I realized I can gouge all of my acquaintances and friends for 25. That means 30 for Tom. 35 for Tom, for you and Beth Lewinsky especially. If she does not buy my book for $40, if I want to say $40, I want to say $50
Excuse
to
me.
Beth.
Excuse
and
me.
if Beth, what?
How is Beth?
She's great. She always never
Beth
asks about
Kennedy?
you.
She's a delight.
That's okay.
I'm gonna say to my friend Beth Lewinsky, I've given to her 33 years. I want $50 for my
Wow.
Beetle book. I'm not gonna tell her I'm selling it for 25 to everybody else for 30. I'm gonna say
You're just
I want
gouging
$50.
people.
And
You're
she's
just gouging
not
people
gouging.
left
I
and
gave $50
We
worth
live in a competitive
of love
market,
to her
sir.
for 33 years.
Wow.
Paula, am I right?
Wow.
I gave $50 worth of love to Beth for 33 years.
Counseling.
really?
And counseling, love and counseling, just like for you, Tom. I've given you love and counseling on the phone whenever you've been down and troubled.
Really?
When you're having lots of
No.
problems, you're selling
None
selling up
of
pools that
those
week.
things ever happened.
It's true. I've counseled him to the max. Look at him. He's not even a narcissist anymore. He can look away from his video. It's
yeah,
amazing.
I'm still not well.
No,
You've done nothing to help.
No, I've helped you. You're not a narcissist anymore. I've cured you.
Listen, sir, I came here under the pretense we were going to talk about the wide
pretense.
world of sports.
The pretense. I told you we were talking about
Blindsided me.
Press to Play,
Press to
1986, Capitol Records.
Oklahoma. It was
I
never
think
like
I'd
this.
like to get your take on all the things that matter to America right now. I'd like to get all of your takes. Like, first of all, Tom, are you excited about gay marriage being legal? You must be with that little squirrely thing on your top of your
I
head.
have a serious question.
Does look kind of swirly from the single.
Oh, back to Tony.
What, Greg?
What'd you say, Tony?
I said it does look kind of swirly from this angle.
Yeah.
It does look kind of squirrely from the
That's
thing.
okay.
It looks squirrely. Don't you think he should shave his head like you do? Just admit the fact that you're bald and just get on with it?
Yeah, you got
Right?
Your noggin's okay shape, man.
You
Do
don't.
that and-
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't know what shape your head is until you go all the way, and then There's no turning
It
back.
comes back, you know. Your crop of hair will come
That's
back
what I
that
do,
same
man.
length, you
Mach
know.
3.
Don't you realize that? You're still gonna get that 55% hair growth back. Don't you see that?
I don't understand why you need to be so hurtful with me.
How is it hurtful? How's that hurtful? There's not a problem with being bald. You're a man. You're not a woman.
As far
as I know.
As far as music,
what's the serious question, motherfucker?
What do you think of Bobby Christina's version of Rubber Ducky?
Jesus fucking Christ. Come on.
It's a legitimate question.
You won't ask me about my book.
It's a
But I
legitimate
spent 9
question.
months being influenced by you. Before
Are
the
you
show
gonna answer
starts,
the question?
before the fucking show starts, Tom says, "What do you want to do, Greg? I'll do whatever you want to do." I said, "Well, I want you to interview me about my book. I was influenced by you for 9 months." I don't want to do that. Yeah, I said do whatever you want, but I don't want to do that thing.
So what about
I'm
the
not
book?
the host. I'm on vacation here in the future. I'm not selling pools. I'm not selling pools tonight, so you know, I'm not doing my podcast where I say fuck for an hour. I'm just,
That's actually a spot-on impression. He nailed it on the first take.
It's exactly like you.
That was pretty good.
I'm gonna ask some questions. Like
I do that, too.
John Baldwin, you're here. What about cunts? That's what you do. And then John Baldwin says, "I'm a dignified gentleman." You go, "What about cunts?" You're like, fuck. You like putting it in the
Some of that was worse. What did we say about enunciation, Greg?
Gotta enunciate properly. You said I should enunciate properly. I'm doing you.
Hey, do you
Oh,
ever use that
stupid.
tongue in action?
Yes, of course, with the muff diving.
Yeah?
Yes.
You ever eat pussy?
Oh, Paula, back me up on this.
And who is this happening with?
Well,
That's outrageous. You're cut off.
terrible.
Wow.
That's terrible.
You're cut off. I'm not going to forget this.
This is a popular Sterlace question.
It's a 1.86 second thing, man. You're cut off, Paula. Forget about Sundays in the hammock. That's cut off.
I apologize.
It's cut off. It's cut off. It's cut off.
I apologize.
Yeah. See, why is she apologizing, Ken?
Wow.
Why is she apologizing?
Well, I don't
'Cause
know.
I said,
I mean-
listen, Ken, listen. I said you're cut off. She said, "I apologize." Does that tell you what's going on? Back to you, Tom. No, back to Ken. I'm sorry. Back to
Hey,
Tom.
there you go.
Back to Ken. Where's Tony? Can't find Tony,
Come
Tom.
on.
Oh, there he
Can't
is.
get it right.
Great
Tony,
Velvet
how's it going,
Underground
buddy? I
going
was
on.
what?
I got some great Lou Reed going on in my head.
You got some gravy hanging eagles in your head? You have gravy hanging eagles in your head? Now it all makes sense. You have
He
gravy.
has great.
Tony, you do not have gravy hanging eagles in your head. It's almost impossible for you to have gravy in your head, let alone have eagles hanging off the gravy. Tony, you might need to see someone about that. You don't have
Don't
gravy
forget the
hanging off
gravy.
your head, okay?
Great
I'm
Lou-
telling you right now.
Great
What
Lou
was that? What was that?
Reed.
What was that?
Healthy.
Anyways, ask me something about my book, Tom. You're my friend. I dedicate the damn book to you. You actually said to me, you got to dedicate the book to me or I won't buy a copy.
You got to shut up for me to talk.
Oh, bullshit! You talked a lot during this episode.
Finally, someone said
You talked a lot. I remember distinctly you saying. I remember distinctly saying, "Great impression, spot on." I remember distinctly saying, "What are you from the '60s?"
I
man,
feel
saying
like
buck diving?"
Marceau
Those-
over here.
Bullshit! I just mentioned 2 comments. Here's the third one. We're going to talk about Preston Play with Bob McCartney. We're going to talk about sports with at least the Bills. That's 4 fucking comments you made already. At least I'm just off the top of my head. What do you mean, Marcel Marceau? Give me a fucking break.
Easy, man. Come up for air.
Right.
You're telling me to fucking come up for air? You got eagles hanging gravy in your head, and you're telling me to come up for air?
Yeah, man. Yeah, try it.
Do I do a
sometime.
fake
It's
voice
peaceful.
during the show? I have to go down. Tell me.
No, they
Don't
make
do
me
that
feel
anymore.
like
Okay,
the
I
Beatles.
won't. I mean, yeah, but you don't like the Beatles, man. That's fine. You hate the Beatles. Let's see, Tony.
That's right.
He hates the Beatles. Ken.
That's right.
He hates the Beatles.
You want to
Tom.
talk about a talented musician? The great Peter Gabriel said,
I love the.
out of woman comes a man, spends rest of his life getting back when he can. Think on that, Greg.
What? That's a piece of shit.
In
lyric.
relation to your cunnilingus.
How about this?
Or lack
The man
thereof.
is dead. The man is dead. Peter Gabriel, 1980. That's a good lyric.
I like it.
The man
like it.
is dead. The man is
Was he
dead.
talking about John
the
Lennon?
eyes of the, no, it was before Lennon got shot. And the eyes of the are watching thou.
That's pretty convoluted, if you ask me.
Hey, I got another question.
You can blow out a candle,
How's
but you can't blow out a fire. Yes, Ken.
How's John Lombardo doing?
That's a good question. We had the best conversation with him on Wednesday, 3 days ago. Paul and I had an actual conversation with him. It was actually good. And I realized it was actually a good conversation. For the first time ever, I was in his presence without alcohol, being around other people, being around a TV set. He had no clicker, he had no other people to impress, and he had no alcohol.
What are
So
we
it was
talking
actually
about?
like a conversation, one-on-two conversation.
About?
Well, we talked about you, of course, in your white suit. He said he saw you on the white thing where you went
It's a
to
sharp
the
suit.
And it's funny when I said you went to I told a lot of people you went to the white event, and everyone kept saying, "Well, is it a racist event?" I go, "That's the furthest thing from Ken Vaughan's mind." Ken Vaughan is our conduit to the African American community, and he always has been, and he always will be. Is that true?
Yeah.
Damn
Rich.
right.
Rich.
His name is Richard. You think he likes being called Rich?
Where do you stand on Revolution number 9? Was
It's
it
not. There's no
gobbledygook?
such thing. First of all,
Or
Richard.
production?
Richard, first of all, there's no such thing as Revolution number 9. It's called Revolution 9. There's no number in it.
Mike, get
Tom,
well soon.
Revolution number 9. Where do you
No,
stand
it's
on
not
that,
called
Rich?
Revolution number 9. It's called Revolution 9. There's no number in it.
Whatever it is.
Revolution 9. What do you think of Revolution 9?
I have no opinion on it.
Yeah, he's not throwing that fucking bill. He's got no fucking
You've given me a lot to think about.
Oh, he's giving me I hate when you do that. Richard, your parents have died. It's a plane crash. And how do you feel about I have no opinion on that. Richard, your dog was just choking outside. Oh, it's vomiting. It's dead. You have an opinion on your dog? I have no opinion on that. Richard, do you ever pose for photos? No. I mean, what the fuck? It's a pose, man. When you do this on purpose, that's a pose. I have no opinion on that. Richard, do you pose for photos or not?
Yes, he does.
I have no opinion on that.
You're going to burst a blood vessel.
Now you've opened up a subject that I have an opinion on.
Exactly. Do you pose for photos or do you not pose for photos? I'll do your pose right now.
He did with Mike.
The answer is, I don't pose for photos, but I try to be in the moment for photos.
Is that true, Paula?
I must believe him.
Or you must believe.
That's a really good response.
Why don't you apologize to me then for saying you must believe it?
He's never lied to me before, so I have to.
I know
believe him.
you're not really in the moment, Richard, because this is what's happened to the photo shoot. Here's what happens in the photo shoot. I'll do Richard in a photo shoot. Yeah. That's what you do. You turn to like stone. You go from laughing and smiling and doing this thing. Is there any photo where you're not doing this?
Well, is there any photo where I'm not in the moment?
No, obviously that's
Greg, I don't.
Yeah, I'd say every photo you've ever had taken of you since you were a baby in the bathtub is not in the moment. Since 1952. That's my feeling. Richard, is this going to be a fight in the car later?
But when there is a candid picture of me,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't count that.
I can't count the candid photos.
Right. But when I say, let's take a picture,
Yeah.
we're aware that there's a camera there.
Right.
So what do we do? How do we relate to the camera?
We pose.
Do we say to ourselves, let's relate to the camera like how we're going to look in,
Sorry.
a day from now when other people see it? Or do we say,
So where are you guys
how
going
about
after
just
the
being
show?
here now with the camera?
Me and Tom?
So I'm wrong?
No. He said you and
It's just a different way of
Paula
looking at
were
things.
going to be hanging out.
So I'm not
We're hanging
wrong.
out? Where are we hanging out?
I don't know.
Well,
Will this be a fight in the car later?
Where do you want to go? Are you
I-
coming?
Richard, is there anything I could say to
They
you where
picked
there'd be
me
a
up.
fight?
Nice. I don't know.
well, is a disagreement a fight?
The place down the road's got a prime rib buffet.
No, I mean a
I
real
saw it.
fight. Like when
Michael
someone-
Shanty?
Oh, I'm sorry, they're talking about something else.
Michael Shanty?
Hey, how's
over
it
on
going,
Clinton?
guys? Hey.
Prime rib buffet.
How's it going?
I'm here to promote the prime rib buffet at Michael Shanty. Monday
And your
through
book.
What book? Oh, your book. Yeah.
The insect
Greg,
book.
So anyways,
having
Insects.
read some book.
get this bullshit.
Nobody even knows what book.
Get this
having
fucking
read the
bullshit. Check this out.
What's that?
I say I'm going to sell my Beetle book. I was trying to get to this earlier. I'm selling my Beetle book for $20, and he goes, "Oh my God, no, not that much. Oh my God, you can't go that high."
Where has that
And he
occurred
sell-
during this show, Greg? You have no evidence to support this
I'm saying, I
conversation
just said
that
before the
happened
show.
in
Did you
your
hear what I
mind.
said? I said before the show.
I will
And you-
support you in a court of law.
Yeah, he's saying
Will
he's
you
saying that's
swear
ridiculous.
on a Bible, Paula?
This is a guy who's no one
A
knows who
Bible
he is.
and a Quran.
He's got 10 people in the world who know who he
That's
is.
right.
And he sells a book
I'm
for
sneaking around in the shadows, pal.
and this guy right there with the blue shirt sells it for
This guy.
$15. And then when he sells his book for $15, right? And then when he sells his autobiography and puts it in hardcover, he charges $50.
Yeah, it's declassified information.
$50.
You have to pay for the privilege.
Declassified? No one cares about your declassified
You don't make
information.
enough money to afford that book.
I do too. It's
you are
only
disqualified
$50.
from reading
Who
that
would pay
book.
$50 for a
Quite
book
a few
about...
people subsequently.
Yeah, you sold 50 copies. I know.
Yeah.
You made a lot of money.
What's the name of your book? The Insects?
No, it's not the insects.
Having read the book.
What?
His book is
The
about
insects.
having
Why
read
would my book called me
some book.
What would we call
That's
the
the name of it.
insects?
That's the name of the group, ain't it? The Insects?
No, Ken. No matter how much you put down the Beatles, which are so
They're
much
bugs, ain't
fucking
they?
better
Insects.
than dumb, idiot, truck driving Elvis Presley, who couldn't
Hey.
write a song if you shot him in the face with a. Oh, Tony,
This isn't healthy for you to viciously attack everyone.
Dumb
I'm not
idiot.
viciously-
Truck driving.
Not you. I said Elvis Presley.
Offend
Elvis
one brother,
Presley.
offend all brothers.
Oh my God! So I can't put down Elvis Presley because you're an ex-truck driver and he's an ex-truck driver. Is that what you're saying?
In the ghetto.
Idiot truck driving. That really was not the way to start.
That's ridiculous. So you're conflating you with Elvis Presley? You're conflating you with Elvis Presley because you both drove
Conflated.
trucks?
That's a pretty
man,
convoluted term.
You're
What about the
conflating
prime
yourself
rib
with
again?
Elvis because you both drove
what?
trucks?
How much was the prime rib?
I think it was
Might
like
as well.
$11.99.
Oh, that's
Might
10
as
or
well.
$11.99 for a
eat all that
buffet.
myself.
What do you
do
think
that.
Elvis
I
is
could get
known
behind
for,
a buffet.
Tony? Truck
do that.
driving or being the biggest singer in modern music history? Which one?
Peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Which one?
Hey,
Oh,
can't have the chicken without the egg, man. Start
Dying on the
What?
toilet.
I have to get out of the egg? You have to get the gravy and the eggs out of your shoulders with the Eagles. That's what I think.
What about
get the egg out? What,
What
are you
about
talking
Wacko
about?
Jacko?
I
gotta
Now
get
that
the
we're
egg
talking
out?
about icons.
What?
oh, the pedophile?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm what? More than you?
Don't
I'm more
go
of an
there.
acid user?
I don't
400
like the
years from
pedophile.
now, though, I
You
think
just said I'm
people
more
will
of an
remember
acid
Elvis,
user than you. Oh, obviously I'm more of
Wacko
an acid
Jacko,
user.
the Beatles, maybe. We'll see.
Anyways, thanks for asking me questions about my book.
Greg,
Cat, you
The
can ask me
Beatles.
questions about the
The
book.
Beatles.
Greg, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you fuck.
Now that I'm single and Amy Smarts is
You're a single?
where is
Ooh.
Amy Smarts?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You want to bring her back, don't you?
Bring her back.
Yeah.
Well, she said the same thing that Tim Saraki said. She doesn't like you.
I have, but I have so much
Really?
love to give.
Not you, Cat. She doesn't like Tom.
How come?
She said Tom's a big, obnoxious asshole.
I have a lot to
What?
offer.
Well, you would have to offer. You sell
I have
pools.
a lot to offer.
What do you have to do besides selling pools and a squirrely thing on your head?
I have a huge cock.
There you go.
Maybe she's not into huge cock. You ever think about that?
Yeah, she's the one woman on the planet who doesn't go for that.
So you got a
She
huge
can
cock.
straighten out his Longfellow.
Yeah,
I don't think you should be talking about
we could have some
the
matzo
special
crackers
precious
together.
angel,
I'm sorry.
Amy, by mentioning your
Your
huge
special
cock.
angel? When is
No,
she?
I
Is
didn't
she
say
behind one of
mine.
these curtains?
No, she's not behind one of the
Is she
curtains.
doing a walk-on at
She's
some
not
point?
behind a curtain. Jesus.
There's not much time left for them to do their cameos.
They're not doing any
So
cameos. They're
Amy's
not
going to
here.
walk in, and any moment we're going to be like,
They're not-
Smartza!
I just told you, Smarts is not here.
When's
she
Smarty
coming
Pants not
back?
here. They're not coming back because they don't like you and your attitude. They're
Why
both
the hell am I
quick.
here if it's just you? Where's the supporting cast of characters?
You don't consider Ken and Tony
point.
supporting cast?
Tony is an excellent human being.
about Ken?
I just met Tony today.
What about
You're
Ken?
all right, Tony.
Is Ken a supporting
Ken
cast?
could run his own
You
show.
consider Paula and Richard?
Ken, you need to split off and do your own version of Wings,
What?
if you know what I mean.
He
Just
doesn't-
do
he
your
doesn't know what that
side
means.
project.
Oh. His
Do your
side
side
project?
project.
Of what? Like playing harp?
Ken Vaughan is a show. Ken Vaughan is a show I could get behind.
I know. Let's focus. Let's go on Ken right now, Tom, and see what Ken has to say on his show. Go ahead, Ken.
About what?
Elvis.
That's the show you're gonna get with from Ken every week. Hi,
Nice.
hi, I'm Ken, and put it on me. What the fuck?
So let's talk about how much time do
Jesus.
we have?
Hi, I'm Ken. What am I going to talk about? I don't know. Good night. Half an hour later, what are you going to talk about? Whatever.
What's going on with this book of yours?
Oh, thanks for asking with no time left. Well, I was inspired by you, Tom. You're a great writer with 12 books out.
So you were inspired by me, but you wrote about the fucking Beatles.
I thought you liked the fucking Beatles.
I do.
Okay,
I'm a
yes.
Lennon guy, though.
So am I. Who's not? What do you-
Nobody's a Ringo guy.
Hey,
No
hey,
one's gonna be
Hey, I'm not.
No, right. Ken said, and I quote.
No offense.
And I
Hey,
quote.
none taken.
I'm glad he was shot to
We're
death.
all friends here, Ken.
I'm really glad that John Lennon was shot to death. I just wish Chapman had gone further and shot Paul, Ringo, George, and Pete Best to death. And George
Sorry,
Martin.
no offense.
Somebody should do a movie about that, I think.
Yeah, they should. So, anyways,
Sorry.
I was influenced by you, Tom, because you're such a such a great writer. Wish I could speak properly. You're such a great writer.
You bought 2 books that you hated. You said they were a
love
ripoff.
I love both of them.
What were the names of those books?
I'm saying
Which 2 did you actually buy?
With that girl on the cover, the one with the girl on the cover, and the other one you have Sigmund Freud on the cover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Stiff Dick Roy? What?
You want to speak? Put the headset on.
We actually have them in the glove compartment.
We have them in the glove compartment as we speak.
Wow.
Just in case.
No, we listen. I read.
You never know when you'll
I
buy one of
read,
my books.
I read to Paula when she wants to relax in the car on long trips. We have both books in the glove
That's pretty
compartment.
Or in the hammock.
romantic.
I'm going to bring them in so that you can sign them for me.
Oh.
Finally.
$20 a signature. Just That's the friend price.